You are tuned in to Kids
In the pit.
Hey guys, it's Gabe from Kids in the Pit podcast. Today I'm being joined by Seth Lewis from Gates to Hell. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, what do you do in Gates to Hell?
I play guitar.
Okay. I play guitar in a band too. Well, I also sing. It's called World of Chaos. It's like crossover thrash.
Oh, very cool, very cool. I love crossover. I'll definitely have to listen to it.
Awesome. What was your first guitar?
My first guitar was a Washburn acoustic.
Oh wow,
That was it really was my dad's, but I kind of took it and yeah, that's what I learned to play on.
nice. How old were you when you first learned, like, where you're first learning?
I believe I first started when I was 9, maybe 10 years old. I think I really like started picking up on it when I was 10 at least.
Nice. I think I was also about 10 when I started. I'm 13 now. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I like took lessons when I was a really, really young kid and it never really like clicked for me playing, but then I just kind of picked it up on my own time around that age and it just kind of locked in with me.
Nice, yeah. My first guitar was an Ibanez Geo, I think. It was gifted to me by my great uncle. Um, yeah, for my 10th birthday, I believe. Yeah.
Nice. Those are great. I got one of those for Christmas when I was like 12 and it was like all I played for years. Like that was a really good guitar.
Yeah. Yesterday we saw I assume you know Cavalera. Um,
Yeah, yeah, of course.
like the yeah. We saw Cavalera at like in Wilmington, Delaware, which is like 30 minutes from us. At a venue called the Queen, and right across from there was a pawn shop, and we saw like a cool like there was this cool, really cool mint green Fender Squire Stratocaster, and we bought it. It was only like $100, and it's sick.
That's awesome. That's very cool. I love finding good deals on gear.
Yeah, pawn shops are just great for finding gear.
Definitely, yeah. I forget about going to pawn shops, but I'm sure there's a lot of hidden treasure in those.
Definitely. What year did Gates to Hell start, and were you always in the band?
Yeah, Gates to Hell started in 2019. It started just kind of as like a demo project that I was making, and then our singer Ryan had heard it, and we ended up like re-recording all the demo stuff and just forming a lineup from there.
Sick. Sucks that COVID happened right after that.
Yeah, it's a bummer for sure. It was like I was really excited to start doing more with Gates to Hell, and we only played like 2 or 3 shows before COVID like was shutting down things, and like like at the time too, like I had like a record pretty much that was written that we had done, and we just kind of didn't end up doing anything with it until like, when shows started coming back. Um, so I'm glad that, we ended up like using material that we made during that time and stuff, but also it is a bummer, just the time in between we could have been doing
Yeah,
stuff.
totally. I listened to a little bit of the new album. I think it was the first track. It comes out March 21st, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be yeah. Everyone watching, definitely check that out. It's gonna be sick. You excited for it?
Yeah, yeah, thank you very much. I'm very excited for it. I think it's the best stuff that we've written and recorded as a band so far. So I'm excited for everybody to hear it and hopefully everyone likes it.
Awesome. Yeah. Uh, yeah. It'll be sick. So, where do you live, and did you grow up there?
So right now I live in Louisville, Kentucky. And we all live here right now. I moved here in like 2018. I'm originally from Versailles, Kentucky. which is about an hour away from here. So yeah, but I currently live in Louisville.
Nice. Yeah, Louisville's cool. Um, I've been there a few times. It's cool.
Have you been to
Yeah,
Hammond?
Louisville's awesome.
We saw a DRI there, right?
Or was that Evansville?
That was well, Evansville and Louisville, I believe.
Yeah, I think DRI played Magbar in Louisville not too
It was
long ago.
Magbar.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing that show. I feel like we might have been out of town on tour, but I remember seeing that happen and it looked really cool.
Yeah, we went to 4 of their shows in the Midwest, even though we live in Delaware. We also have like some family in the Midwest, so we could like visit them.
Very cool. You went to Evansville as well, you said?
So it was
St.
St. Louis, Evansville, Louisville, and then Covington, Kentucky.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All very great places for shows for sure.
I remember in Covington there was a cat cafe, and
Oh, that's awesome.
we went there and played with cats, and it was awesome.
That's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, cat cafe. Are there any like cat cafes in Delaware?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's sad.
You should
Okay,
open, you can open one.
maybe. Yeah, so I see you guys are on Milwaukee Metal Fest and welcome to Rockville this year. That's really sick. I've never been to either of them, but someday hopefully I will. They're both sick.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play both of them. They're both really sick fests. We played Milwaukee Metal Fest it was 2 or 3 years ago. It was the first year that they came back, and it was like definitely one of the best fest experiences like we've ever had before. Like playing and just attending, it was just a really, really cool fest.
Yeah. Doesn't Jamie Joster from Hatebreed run it?
Yeah, yeah, he does. He
Awesome.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, I had Wayne from Hatebreed on here. Like was that like November or something?
Maybe.
I don't know. It was a bit back. Um, but yeah, I want to go to both of those at some point. They're both really really cool.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. The lineup for both of them this year is very cool.
Mhm.
Milwaukee Metal Fest, like the way the stages are inside, the venue is really cool. I don't know if you've ever been to the rave before in Milwaukee. Um, but there's just several different stages indoor, this like massive venue, and it's a cool vibe for a fest for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I know Dillinger Escape Plan is playing Milwaukee Metal Fest and Daytona Beach. Not Welcome to Rockville. I was in
Right,
Daytona
yeah.
Beach, but yeah, I'm really into them right now. Well, so a fun fact about them. Well, it's kind of about them. So my band, we played the same place as them like 7 days before they did because they did a secret show at this tiny, tiny 50 cap venue. Like it was the same day as one of their like bigger shows at in Philly. But
That's very cool.
yeah, and we played the same place as them like 10 days before or so, and it was so sick.
Nice. That's very cool. Yeah,
I'm
they're
meaning
a
to go
great
to show.
band.
Yeah, it was cool like seeing a video, and I was like, hey, we were there.
Yeah, no, that's always a crazy feeling. Yeah, they're a great band. I've never seen them at all. So I'm really excited. Milwaukee Metal Fest, we'll see them and Rockville and also Louder Than Life in Louisville.
Oh, they're playing there.
They're playing on the same stage as us, so it'll be really cool to see them.
Wow,
Yeah.
sick. Their guitar player is crazy. What's his name? Ben Wyman.
That sounds yeah, I know the first name's Ben for sure. I can't remember the last
Oh,
name, but yeah, very, very good guitar player.
yeah, I've seen him in with Suicidal Tendencies twice.
Oh, does he play with Suicidal as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, yeah. He's. I'm pretty sure he's the
Yeah.
guitarist.
Oh, nice. I did not know that. That's really cool though.
Yeah. I've never seen Dillinger though. I love like some point I just want to see him because they're sick.
Yeah, I'm sure they're great live too.
Yeah, they're so like technical and stuff. It's just like sugar coated sour, 43% burnt. All those songs are so just insane.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. To be able to pull that off live is something that I wish I could do one day, but it takes a
Yeah.
lot of skill.
But yeah, it's nuts. Um, what was the first like punk metal or hardcore show you went to, and how old were you?
Um, I was 16 and there was this place in Lexington, which is about 30 minutes away from where I grew up. They would
Have you been
have
there?
like they would have local shows at this venue pretty frequently. And it was just like a local punk show pretty much, but it was like the first time I had really experienced like seeing that in a live setting. Um, and then like shortly after that, I had seen Knocked Loose and Every Time I Die and Harm's Way and Eternal Sleep in Louisville. And that might have been like one of my first Louisville shows that I went to, like experiencing like hardcore bands, like strictly hardcore bands for the first time live. And yeah, I think I was 16 as well when I went to that one.
Okay. Wait, how old are you now?
I am 24.
Okay. So only about 8 years ago, I guess. Fun.
Mm.
Nice. Um, where's your favorite place you've ever toured?
Um, Well, we just got back from our Europe and UK tour, and Ireland we got to go to for the first time, and that was one of the coolest places that we've ever been, specifically Dublin. Um, just a really cool vibe to like walk around, and the show was just amazing. Everybody there was like so kind. Just one of the coolest shows ever.
That's awesome. Yeah. I've been to the UK a few times. So I was in my dad's band for a little bit. I played bass. Like I would fill in with them sometimes. Um, and I was also in the band. And we went back in April 2024. We played the UK. It was 4 shows, and it was really sick.
Nice, nice. That's very cool. I do love the UK. It was our second time going to the UK and it's been awesome every time.
Yeah, I'd love for World of Chaos, my band, to go there someday because it's just really awesome there.
Oh yeah, hopefully that happens. I'm sure it will one day. It'd be very cool.
Hopefully, yeah, it's awesome. Um, so if you could live as one animal for a day and like be safe from dying, what kind of animal would you choose?
Um, Probably an orangutan.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, orangutan's my favorite animal, so yeah, that would be cool.
They'd be really fun to just swing from branches and stuff, and
Yeah, yeah, no, they've got very long arms.
yeah, don't they also like throw poop at each other?
I know that certain apes do. I don't know if orangutans do. If they do, they might not do it as frequently.
Yeah, because I've seen like videos of like people at the zoo and they just get like hit in the face with a pile of steam and poo, and it's nasty.
That's wild. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be that mean if I was an orangutan.
Yeah, it's there. Some animals are. I mean, some monkeys are just crazy.
Yeah, yeah, they're very cool.
Yeah, I love. I yeah that I might want to be a monkey too. I don't know. It's hard to choose like what animal you would want to be because there's so many good ones. Like a lot of time, a lot I hear people say they would want to be like a bird, so they could fly. That would be fun. Um, but yeah, being a monkey would also be fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. What was your favorite TV? What was your favorite movie or TV show when you were 13?
Oh, when I was 13, let's see. I was like obsessed with Donnie Darko when I was like around that age. Um, I revisited it now and I don't really think it holds up very well, but I was definitely obsessed with that when I was around that age.
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen it, but
Feel like it's definitely like worth a watch for people who haven't seen it. But it's not as good as I thought it once was. I used to think it was like the top tier movie to ever exist, but it's whatever.
yeah. Okay, if you could tell your 13-year-old self anything at all, what would you tell him?
Um, Maybe to start saving money. I don't know. I I've been working since I was like 13, and I've just never like really set aside money. Definitely like I don't know. It would have been smart as a younger kid to try to do that, but I guess nobody really thinks about that at that age.
Yeah. Wait, where do you get a job at 13?
So I worked at a winery. I was like directing traffic. So it was kind of
Oh,
like yeah, it was a job that was kind of just hooked up from like I don't know. I think it was a friend of one of my parents like worked at this winery and they just needed somebody to direct traffic for events. So like when I was 13, like it was typically on weekends, but like sometimes if they'd have an event during the week, like I would just go after school and direct traffic.
oh. Yeah, I thought it was illegal until you were 14 to like work at like places, but I guess not.
No, I'm pretty sure it was. It was kind of just like they would just kind of give me cash at the end. It wasn't like I hadn't like done any like paperwork with them or anything.
Oh,
So yeah, it was kind of just like a friend of like one of my parents being like, "Hey, does your kid want to do this on weekends?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
yeah, that's funny. I mean, I've been like selling old like Pokemon cards that I had because I used to spend like all my money on Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that like there's some in there that are worth a good amount. I wish I still had all of mine.
Yeah, I think I have one that's worth like $200, and there's like one that's worth like I have a few that are worth like 50. There's one that's worth like 200. There's one that's worth like 100. I don't know.
Dang.
I had a ginormous collection, and now I'm into like Magic of the Gathering.
Oh, very
Magic the Gathering.
cool. Yeah. I that's something that I've wanted to get into. I'm like a lot of my friends are into it. I'm not super familiar with it, but I'm like very interested in it. Like one day I definitely want to dive into it.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. But it's still really fun.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it seems like it.
Yeah. Um. Well, if you want to get into it, check out Magic the Gathering Arena. That's like the cheapest way to get into it because it's just like digital Magic, and you could just like get digital cards for free. And it's
Okay,
all
Magic the Gathering Arena. I'll definitely have to look into that.
yeah, it's like on your computer or phone. I'd recommend computer because on your phone it takes a lot of storage.
Okay, gotcha. That's good to know.
But yeah, it's really fun. So check it out if you want.
Very cool, of course.
Yep. Well, okay. So here's some more questions. Okay, if you could travel to the future or the past for one day, when would you travel to?
Um, I'd probably travel to the future. Just like 20 years or so and just see like what's going on. I don't know. I don't really have a desire to go back in the past at any time, at least at this current day and age. So if I had the opportunity, I'd just go to the future just 'cause.
Nice. Okay. What is a band your band has played with that you're really proud to say that you've played with?
Definitely Machine Head.
Wow.
They were one of they were one of the bands that like when I was getting into learning metal and stuff like that, like I would learn like full Machine Head records and just like I don't know, I really looked up to them a lot from like middle school onwards and we got to do a full US with them and it was just a I don't know, I'm pretty proud of that. Rob had watched our set at Milwaukee Metal Fest and just liked the band and sent us a tour offer for it. And it was just
That's so sick.
definitely a high point for me, just looking up to that band so much.
Yeah, that's really cool. Um, so my mom usually sells merch for I assume you know the band Unearth.
Yeah, yeah, I love Unearth.
Yeah, and they're touring with Machine Head soon, but she's not working on that tour because she'll be driving on my band on tour at the same time and making no money.
Oh, nice, nice.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
The
Um,
tour with Unearth looks really cool. I think it's the Lacuna Coil tour, Machine Head Lacuna Coil,
yeah.
Unearth. Yeah, looks very cool.
Um, you did the one. She did the one with Lamb of God and Mastodon, and there was also Kerry King, like his solo stuff on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, our my friend from Louisville who he has done all of our music videos from this record cycle. I mean, I think he's done all of our music videos in general. I'm pretty sure he was on that tour for Lamb of God and Mastodon. His name's Eric Easterday. He was doing photos, I think, for a lot of the package.
You know?
I think I met a kid who was doing photos, and he was like a hardcore kid.
Yeah, that was probably him. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he was on that tour. It was a very cool tour
What's his
package.
Instagram handle? Do you know?
I think it's Easter X Daily.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're friends. We met
Yeah.
on that tour, and like we would always hang out.
Yeah, that tour looked awesome. I wish I could have gone to one of those shows around here.
It was cool. Yeah, that was a fun tour. I almost met Kerry King. I was like 10 feet from him, but he was on the phone. Then he went back into his dressing room.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I only got to go to one of the shows because it was like the closest one to me, and I couldn't really go on the tour because I don't think Unearth wants to get on the tour.
Probably.
But yeah, we just took like a train there, and then my dad picked me up from the show in Reading, and then he took me home. So
Very cool. Very cool.
cool. Do you have anything else to add before we wrap it up?
Um, Nothing specifically really. Just that our new record's coming out on the 21st from Nuclear Blast. To just be on the lookout for it.
Awesome, yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely be looking for it. Yeah, thanks to Seth for joining me today, and thanks to all you for watching and listening. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Until next week, bye.
Thank you very much for having me.